Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode with my man Carlos here, who's been cooking up a storm. What's he got for me? Some chain boots? No thanks. Today we're going to be learning about enchantments and enchanting tables and enchanting books and enchanting everything there is to know about enchanting. So hopefully you guys can learn a thing or two this episode, because enchanting is extremely important in Minecraft. You may not think so, but it is the key to getting blocks that you cannot otherwise get without certain enchantments. It's the key to becoming good at PvP and surviving the wilderness. You wouldn't be able to kill the end dragon or wither boss without enchantments, really. Well, you could if you're pro with a bow, but you know, some people like just to stroll up there and just hit the thing with their sword and win the game. I can hear that zombie noise again. This is pissing me off. It must be below here somewhere. But I can't be bothered. I'll kill it later. Let's focus on the enchanting table room. Now, I already started it, and I prepared a little bit before this episode. Pretty much all I did is I went on a trip to get some resources back to the main base, and I gathered some more resources on the way, and I bought as much as I could back here. So this is all I bought with me. There's still a lot of stuff left over there at the old base, but you know, I got the basics. I got the diamonds that I needed, and I got some obsidian. So what you need is 3 obsidian across here, 1 obsidian in the middle, 1 diamond on the left and right of that, and then a single book up the top. And that's how you make an enchanting table. Sorry I couldn't make it on camera. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. You know, whatever. Fail once, who cares? I don't have to tell you guys that. I could have pretended I did that on purpose. But no, I'm admitting to failing, and I did not have the record button pushed, so whatever. Here we go. I explained it. You should know how to make an enchanting table. If you don't, just wiki it, guys. That's what I do. For the things that I don't know how to build, jump on Google, type it in, bam, number 1, the Minecraft wiki. It'll tell you exactly how to build it. That's a number 1 tip I can give you guys. Don't try and memorize it all. It's too hard. Just wiki it. You're good to go. And I was making bookshelves when I realized that I could start recording. You just do that. 3 books across the middle. One on the top or bottom, bam, get yourself a bookshelf. As easy as that. Now, I was actually also installing a door at this stage, and I was going to put windows here, because it's really bad to have chests on your front wall. And the reason why that is because creepers could be like chill banging here, and you open the door, walk out, bam, they blow up the wall and your chest. But I'm going to put glass here, or fence or something, to prevent that. So I can see if there is a creeper chilling there. So I'll know whether to go in or out of the door or not. And it's less likely to blow up my chest. That's the reason behind that, guys. I just thought I'd give you some facts. I mean, this is a tutorial series. So yeah, just thought I'd fill you in on that. What's next? Okay, bookshelves. How I would suggest to do the bookshelves. You actually need 15 to be able to get the max level enchant, which is level 30 enchants. So to get level 30 enchants, you need to have 15 bookshelves. And as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I do need 15. So let's just put another one here. So now I have 6. Let's see what level enchants I can get with 6 bookshelves. Of course, it won't be level 30, but that's good enough. It doesn't have to be level 30. Let's see what we get. Ready? Bam, 13. I think you can go up a bit higher than that. These will randomly change every time I drag something in and out. See? The things are changed. Don't worry about this like Morse code type stuff. It's not actually Morse code. It has some relevance, but I forgot it. The basic idea of it, though, is it all means nothing. This translates into nothing. So no matter what it says, don't even bother trying to match it. If I click this and I get an enchant like efficiency, which I'll explain, I'll go through them later. But if I get efficiency and it looks like this, if I see that same code again, it doesn't mean that it'll be efficiency. It's totally randomly generated, and it's basically just gibberish. So don't even bother trying to be like, oh, this is a good one, let's go with that one, or I like this line better than that line. They're all the same, guys, so don't worry about it. I guess I should probably just finish up this and go over what the enchants actually are. I don't have much levels saved up, but I can talk about it. So, first off, I'll go over, you can enchant every piece of armor. Now, some pieces of armor have different enchant levels than others. I guess while I'm talking about this, I'll clean up the town a bit. That's a good idea. I can do that. I'll just do some basic farming while I'm talking about this. Okay. So yeah. So the different armors give you different enchant rates, but I would pretty much ignore that because gold is the easiest to enchant, supposedly. If you enchant gold, you are more likely to get better enchants than if you enchant, say, chain or iron or diamond. But in saying that, I wouldn't really recommend it, guys. I would always only enchant diamond because it is fairly hard to get those levels unless you have a mob grinder. And I'm going to talk about mob grinders in a future episode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. The basic idea is I would only really enchant diamond stuff with high level enchants, but I would enchant everything with low level enchants. Now I'll go over that once I get into the tools. But yeah, the enchantments that you can get on... hang on, I just got to grab this. You need to focus. That was useless. That wasn't fully grown. Where's some fully grown stuff? Yeah, so the enchantments you can get on armor. The first one is protection. Now, protection is the best possible enchant you can get on armor. And I'm telling you that as a fact. A lot of people seem to think that the other ones are pretty good, but protection annihilates all the other ones. Protection is another word. It's basically environmental protection is what the actual code says it is. That's exactly what it is. It basically protects you from all incoming types of damage that's environmental. I don't think it blocks fall damage, but I think it's fall damage, maybe fire that goes through it. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it might just be fall damage, but basically protection is the best. And you can get protection 1 to 4, and you might even be able, you can even glitch higher levels, or if you play on multiplayer servers, there might even be higher level enchantments, but the basic thing is, what you'll go for is 1 to 4. Protection 4 will be your best. So if you get protection 4 on a piece of armor that's diamond, that's the best possible enchant you could get. Next one, fire protection. Pretty self-explanatory. It protects you from fire. I don't know how much more simple that could get. And that's pretty useless unless you go into places like the Nether, or if everyone uses a lot of fire combat like flame swords, which is another enchant, or using flint and steel to light you on fire, lava. I don't know, there's a lot of things that can light you on fire, but that's basically all that's for. And the next enchant you can get is feather falling. And I'm pretty sure you can only get feather falling on boots. I'm 90% sure about that. I didn't look it up beforehand, but you can just believe me on that, I think. Feather falling is only on boots. The last 2 enchantments are on all the pieces of gear, though. And then there's blast protection. That protects you against creepers and explosions, like TNT. So that's pretty good if you're doing raids, like wither raids or TNT raids. It'll be good to have blast protection on your gear. But other than that, not so useful. As I said, protection is still the better one. What else? What else is there? Projectile protection. That's actually what I would say is the next best for actual PvP combat. Because projectile protection protects you against arrows. And also, I think, like, blazes and other mobs and ghasts and stuff like that. But the main idea in PvP is against the arrows. So if someone has a really OP bow, you might be able to protect yourself by grabbing some projectile protection. But the normal protection is, of course, still better. Don't forget that. And you can get that on all pieces of gear as well. The next one for armor is... what is it? You can get respiration. Now, what respiration does... Now, this is going to test my memory because it's been a long time since I've messed with that one. It's pretty useless. I'm pretty sure it's the one that lets you dig underwater quicker. So, do you know how if you're underwater, when you're hitting blocks, it takes a lot longer to destroy them than if you were not? See how long it's taking to destroy this sand now that I'm underwater? But if I was above water and I went to go destroy some sand, it destroys way quicker. And that's where respiration comes in. You can only get respiration on helmets, but yeah, that's basically what it does. It lets you dig underwater. How useful is that? I don't know. You might have a faction, you might build your base underwater and you might have to do a lot of digging underwater. Bam! You got a use for it. That'll be extremely useful. Or if you've got a really good shovel. Actually, I have seen this done before. I used to play on a PvP server where... oh, creeper! Come at me, bro! You think you're so tough with your creepering and stuff? I'm out of arrows. Okay. Please don't blow up. Please. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, so anyway, if you get a really good iron shovel and you get some really good enchants on it, and you get yourself a respiration helmet, if you jump into water, you can dig extremely quick out of the way. You can demolish everything in your path really quick and actually get away from people by going underwater. Because you might have the next enchant I should probably get to is Aqua Affinity, that you can also only get on your helmet. But basically what it does is it lets you breathe underwater for longer. So the previous one was Respiration, which lets you dig underwater quicker. And then there's Aqua Affinity, which lets you breathe underwater for longer. If you merge those two things together, then you're pretty set. You're pretty good. I was going to go sleep in the bed, wasn't I? I haven't put my bed down yet. We'll chuck it in here. Why not? There we go. Okay. Yeah, so if you mix those two enchants together, Respiration and Aqua Affinity, both on your helmet, then you can dig and swim underwater for longer, and it's a really good way of escaping enemies. Because if they don't have the enchants, you can be underwater, and they can't follow you because they will run out of breath and start drowning. Think about it, guys. It's actually a really good method for PvP. If you're PvPing near a lake or an ocean, you can be 100% safe. Because whenever you're low on health, jump into the lake, swim away. You can dig your path down further and they won't be able to follow you because they can't breathe underwater. How good is that, guys? It's a really good tip. Hopefully some of you start implementing that into your PvP strategies. And as you can see, I'm kind of just droning around at the moment, not really doing anything. But just ignore it for now. I'm busy talking and I've got to focus on it, so sorry about that. But yeah. Oh, you fucking creeper piece of shit. I saw that in the corner of my eye. And what the fuck is down there? Okay, time to go for a little exploring time, don't you think, guys? While I'm talking, hopefully I don't die. We'll explore down here while I'm talking about the enchants. So, next enchant on armor is Thorns. Now, this is a newly added enchant, so all you old-timers might not know that much about it. But basically, it has a chance of dealing damage to anything that attacks the wearer. So if I enchant my chestplate with Thorns, and then someone attacks me, they have a chance to take damage, or if a mob attacks me, they have a chance to take damage, and I don't have a pickaxe. Bloody genius, Hades. Maybe we're not going down here this episode. Whoop, whoop, let's go. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Is there any other ones? Or Unbreaking. You can get Unbreaking on all your sets of armor as well. And that's probably my second favourite, actually. I changed my mind. It goes Protection, then Unbreaking, and then Thorns. Because Unbreaking, it basically just makes your armor last longer. See how the durability is 216 out of 240? If I had Unbreaking on it, it basically doubles that. It's extremely good. The high levels of Unbreaking, I think it goes up to Unbreaking 3. Extremely good, guys. It'll make your armor last way longer, and it is extremely useful if you get that with another enchant. Alright, so I think I've covered all that. Covered Thorns, covered everything. Alright, I think that's all the enchants you can get on armor. Now, 4 enchants you can get on... What should I say now? Weapons. You can get... So on the weapons you can enchant is a sword and an axe. And with the sword and axe enchants, there's a couple you can get. You can get Sharpness, which basically just increases the damage straight out. Oh. If I get Sharpness on a sword, it'll increase it by like half a heart. Sharpness 2, 1 heart. Sharpness 3, 1.5 hearts. Something like that. Sharpness basically increases damage straight up. And you can get that on a sword and an axe. The next one, Smite. It basically increases damage straight up, but not to players and some mobs, only to undead. So Smite is only for killing undead things like zombies. So in PvP, not that useful. You'd want to go for Sharpness in PvP, but in killing zombies, you'll want to get Smite. As simple as that. Next, Bane of Arthropods. A lot of people ask me about this one, and the basics of it is it's pretty useless. It's only for really killing spiders. It gives you extra damage against spiders. And who kills spiders these days? Spiders are weak, so I wouldn't really worry about it unless you actually don't have much armor on and the spiders actually have a chance of killing you. you wouldn't really want to go for that enchant. You'd want to go for sharpness, like I said. But Bane of Arthropods, good against spiders. Next one is knockback. I would say knockback, it's an alright one. It does exactly what it says. If you hit someone with your weapon, it'll send them flying backwards. And the higher level the enchant, the further they go backwards. But for PvP, I didn't used to suggest it. But recently I have been kind of suggesting it. Vaguely, not really, but it's alright for PvP. Only if they get glitched when they get knocked back or they're near cliffs. It's usually better if you're getting some ping lag to not have knockback on your sword, because knockback actually makes it harder for you to hit them more than once, seeing as they're getting knocked back. But on their screen, they might be able to hit you a few times. Every time you hit them once, they might be able to hit you twice. That's the only reason why I don't recommend knockback. And it's only really good for killing creepers. It's... To be honest, I prefer killing creepers without knockback even, so I can get more hits on them. But I guess for some people, it would be more efficient to have knockback, so for killing creepers. But that's pretty much all I can think of. Next one, fire aspect. You can get that on swords as well. And when you hit an enemy, it lights it on fire for like, whatever, 5 seconds or something like that. So that's pretty good. That's extremely useful in PvP and killing mobs, because you can hit them once and then run away and they'll still die. So that's pretty useful. Fire aspect. Can only get it on swords though. What else is there? Looting. You can get looting on swords as well. And basically when you kill enemies, like a spider, instead of dropping 1 string, it'll drop 2. Or if you get looting 2, it'll drop like 3 string. It has slightly higher chances the more you hit them. Unbreaking. You can also get unbreaking on swords, but I'm pretty sure you have to use a book and an anvil. And I don't have an anvil at the moment. You make an anvil out of iron, but I actually don't think I can get unbreaking on it by doing this. But I could put a book in here and enchant the book. And then I can put the book in the anvil with another item and enchant the item. So that's another way of enchanting, guys. It's really important. If you don't want to enchant, it's better not to enchant your item directly unless you know you want to go with the enchant. The best way to do it is to enchant a book, and then if you like the enchant, then you can put it on your item. So that's what I'm going to be doing when I have high level enchants. Like when I have level 30 enchants and I want to put on a piece of diamond, I won't enchant the diamond gear just in case I get something shit. Like I might get blast protection, and then that'll ruin the whole piece of gear because I can't re-enchant it. So that's where the book comes in. So you enchant the book, and then if you like it, then you mix it with your weapon. So that's a little tip I can give you guys. And, okay, what's next? You can also enchant tools, and that involves pickaxes, shovels, axes, and also shears. You can enchant shears, as far as I know. I'm trying to remember what enchant you can get on shears. But, yeah, and you can also enchant fishing rods, flint and steel, carrot on a stick, and I think that's pretty much it. So the first one, where's another farm I can farm up here? I'm getting a bit bored. I'm really distracted, sorry guys. I'm just trying to focus on what I'm talking. There's kind of like a, what's it called, podcast. This episode in particular, because I don't seem to be doing much on camera, but you just listen to my voice. You can even minimize it if you want, guys. That's an alright idea. The next thing would be, yeah, so efficiency you can get on all the tools, and that basically just lets you dig it quicker. So if I get efficiency on the axe, I'll be able to chop down trees quicker. If I get efficiency on a shovel, I can dig dirt quicker. You get the point. After that, Silk Touch. Now that's actually the most useful one, because you can use Silk Touch on shears. If you enchant shears with Silk Touch, you can actually pick up cobwebs and things like that. And if you use Silk Touch, you can pick up things like ores, like diamond ore and redstone ore. And it basically keeps the mineral without turning it into what it is. So you know when you hit a diamond ore, it turns into a diamond? With Silk Touch, it won't. So that's what Silk Touch does. And what else is there? Unbreaking you can also get, but I'm pretty sure you need to use the books to get it on shears, and you can use unbreaking on the flint and steel, the carrot on a stick, and the fishing rod. See, I would personally do that because I would enchant my fishing rod with Unbreaking because I'm cool like that. And I love fishing rods, and you'll probably see that in a future episode as well. And there is Fortune, which I believe is the best possible enchant you can get on a tool. If I was to enchant a pickaxe, getting what did I say? Fortune is the best. Because basically what it does is it gives you more money or more resources per hit. So if I was to hit a diamond ore with a Fortune on this pick, I'm probably likely to get 2 or 3 diamonds out of it. Probably not 2 or 3, most likely just 2. But it is awesome because you're doubling your diamonds and stuff like that, guys. That is the best way to find diamonds. Get an enchant of Fortune on your pickaxe and go crazy. You'll be rich in no time. And I should probably make a new sword as well. I think that's all the enchants. What else did I miss, guys? Oh, bows, yeah. On bows, you can get Unbreaking as well, increases durability. You can get Power, which self-explanatory, makes it more powerful. It does more damage per hit. You can get Punch, which is exactly the same as Knockback. If you hit them with the arrow, it'll knock them back. You can get Flame, which is exactly the same as the Fire aspect. So if you hit them with the arrow, it'll turn them on fire. And you can get Infinity. So if you only need 1 arrow in your inventory and you can shoot as many as you want. It's basically infinite shots. And that's all the enchants, guys. I've officially explained every single enchant now. Wow, that was intense. I was talking for ages non-stop then. That is all the enchants in the game. And I told you the best ones. You're looking for protection on your gear. You're looking for feather falling. You're looking for respiration and aqua affinity for easy escapes. Unbreaking. You can get on anything pretty much, which just makes it more unbreaking. And yeah, guess that's it. That's enchant something now. I'm not going to enchant a book because I actually don't have an anvil, so I can't put the book enchantment onto my items without an anvil. But I will be enchanting this sword with as low a level enchant as I can get. Because any enchant between 1 and 5, you're pretty much going to get the same thing. So it's better to get a really low enchant. And see how I'm just taking it in and out here to get the different levels? And if that doesn't work, you just need to go ahead and chuck a torch and block off some of these bookshelves. And now when I put it in, I should be able to get a 1er. See? That lowered the level. Because now that these torches are here, that got rid of the airspace. Now that there's no airspace here, that eliminated these 3 bookshelves. So now it's like I've only have these 3. So I can get lower level enchants. And I'm going to go for a 1. Yep, right there. Bam, I clicked it. I got sharpness 1. Exactly what I expected. That's what I wanted. Because what you really want to do is there's kind of, I would say, 3 stages. This isn't official. This isn't like a 100% you have to go by. But I would not waste your enchantment levels. If you want something little and shit like I did, just on some iron gear, just go for a level 1 enchant. And I'm going to do my armor now. Yeah, so go for a level 1 enchant. And if you want to go for a higher than level 1 enchant, like if you have diamond gear, either go for level 15 enchants or level 30. 30 of course being the best, and 15 being you can get some alright stuff. And if you go below 15, you'll probably get something shitter. If you go above 15, you might as well go all the way to 30. So that's what I would recommend, guys. Say protection 1. And I should also get protection 1 on these with the level 1 enchant. Yep, protection 1. See? It's exactly what I was going for. And that worked out perfectly for me. I got sharpness 1 and protection 1 and protection 1. If I would have done... Let's build some pants so I can show you what happens if I do the wrong level. It's not wrong, but it's technically not fun. So here we go. Let's do a level 3 enchant and see what I get. Let's see if it's any better than this level 1 enchant. Protection 1. See what I mean, guys? It's not really better. So I wasted 2 levels then. But I did do it just to show you guys. That's why I recommend only doing level 1 enchants. If you're really low on levels, just do level 1 enchants on everything instead of 1 level 5 enchant, because you'll probably get the same thing anyway. If you want to try and make it up, you got to get to level 15. There's some zombies attacking. Move out of the way. Where are they? Oh no. They're all turned. You fucking, how the fuck did you get in there? Damn it. Look at him, he's turned. That's what a villager looks like when they're turned, guys. Let's bring him back in the house. Come back in, buddy. We're gonna lock you in here. He set me on fire. Hopefully he doesn't die. We might be able to cure him. I did actually trap another one over here. What the fuck? How did he get cured? Wow. Wow. There's something I obviously don't know. Unless the zombie died by fire and this guy walked in here. Yep, that's probably the most likely situation. Okay, that was fail. What a noob, Hades. What a noob. Why did he want to go in there where the zombie was? I have no idea. Oh, shut up, zombie! Don't go in the house, you stupid fuck. Let's do this, actually. Ready? Okay, his intents, like, he had to die. He had to ruin it. Well, that's unfortunate that that guy happened to kill my buddies in there. Not much I can do about that. Back to enchanting, I guess. I covered all the enchants. I covered what I'd suggest you get. And I also covered why you should only do level 1, 15, or level 30 enchants. Of course, always go for level 30 if you have full diamond gear. And you can afford it, because level 30 is the best, and you will get the best enchants with a level 30. And I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I did want to clean up this a bit. That's just... I'll show you a little trick, actually. If you want to get rid of sand really quick, all you have to do is hit the bottom one and then place a torch there, and the sand above it will fall on the torch and break. See that? That saved me from digging all of them. Oh, you got to do it really quick though. See? Just like that. And that destroyed it all. Dig this one, place it under there. It destroys all the sand above it. What's going on here? We're killing a bunch of stuff down here, it sounds like. That sounds like I actually hit something with that. We should go explore this. I'll explore this episode, guys, because I have a feeling something good's down there. I just need a shovel. Do-do-do. 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 And if you have any questions about enchanting, guys, just make sure to chuck it in the comment section, because I'm all up for that. I can help you guys out for sure with that. And there's a lot to cover, and I don't really know if I covered it that well. This was a pretty hard episode. So what have we got down here? You're dead by sand. Yep, I don't know. Looks like it was just some zombies chilling. Yep, that looks like it was it. That's a bit unfortunate. I was hoping for a mob spawn or something. But that's fine, that's fine. I'm alright with that. I was cleaning up this area, wasn't I? Bum, ba, boom. That's a nice little trick, guys, as well. Remember to remember that, okay? Will you remember it for me? Hopefully you will, because I probably won't tell you this one again. There we go. Simple. And yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the episode, guys. I'm going to continue cleaning up this town, giving it some upgrades, a new fresh look for my new main headquarters. And besides that, I think I've covered everything to do with enchants. Maybe I can talk about the enchanting table a bit. You can't destroy this with TNT. It's the same as obsidian. On PvP servers, most people make it so you can destroy it, so people don't make their bases out of it. And I've done that on my servers, of course. But yeah, what else can you use enchanting tables for? If you put them on top of ice, you can slide across it like there's ice below it. So that'll be a cool little effect, because the books will follow you. It'll be like the floor's looking at you and you'll be sliding, I guess. You can use them as TNT cannons. They're actually really good for TNT cannons. If you want to get extra range in your cannon, you would put the TNT here, 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 and the redstone setting those ones off. Then you'd have a TNT on top of it. And what it would do is shoot the TNT off on an upwards angle. So if people build at sky level, enchanting tables are actually really good for getting the height you need. If you want to get some extra height in your cannon, chuck an enchanting table there instead of a half slab, and you get a way better range of opportunities to hit the top of their base if they are at sky level or something like that. And that's all I have for you guys. That's it. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And don't forget, you need 15 of these for level 30 enchants, and you can block them off easily by putting torches in the air spaces to make it lower, to get lower level enchants. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.